Top 7 Unhealthy Diets. Most people are not willing to be on a lengthy diet just to lose a couple of kilograms in a month or two. The majority of US dream of seeing significant results in just a week. That's why strict diets are so popular. Rapid weight loss due to sharp dietary restrictions, however, along with the weight, goes vitality, energy, good quality sleep, and even health. Let's talk about which diets made it to our blacklist and why. Ketogenic diet. The low-carb, high-fat ketogenic diet was developed by American physician Russell Morse Wilder in the early 20th century. Its goal was not weight loss for patients. The doctor was trying to reduce the number of epilepsy attacks in children. The method proved to be effective, however, following such a dietary regimen was necessary for only a short period. At the end of the century, interest in the ketogenic diet resurged. The restriction of carbohydrates and increase in fat consumption leads to ketosis, a state of cellular carbohydrate starvation. The body starts breaking down fat to obtain the energy that was previously derived from glucose, resulting in potential weight loss. It's essential to understand that a lack of carbohydrates means we get very little fiber found in vegetables, fruits, grains, and legumes. Therefore, the ketogenic diet, especially in the long term, can lead to digestive issues. Australian researchers from the University of New South Wales observed children with epilepsy in experiments and noted constipation in 65% of them throughout the study period. It is also proven that such a diet does not provide the body with the necessary nutrients. American experts from the Department of Nutrition Research and Education concluded that a low-carb diet replenishes only 12 out of the 27 essential vitamins and minerals that are obtained from food. This deficiency can weaken the immune system, lead to osteoporosis, cardiovascular diseases, and even oncological conditions. Additionally, due to the high content of saturated fats in the diet, the bad cholesterol levels increase, which harms the blood vessels and heart. Polish professor Maciej Banach shared a study involving 24,000 participants. It was found that the risk of heart attack, stroke, and cancer was 50%, 51%, and 35% higher, respectively, among those who followed a high-fat, low-carb diet. Among other unpleasant effects of this dietary system are liver diseases, high kidney workload, mood swings, quick fatigue, physical exhaustion, headaches, and decreased productivity. Raw veganism. A raw vegan diet is the strictest form of vegetarianism, consisting only of vegetables, fruits, nuts, seeds, grains, and legumes in their raw form. Meat, fish, eggs, cheese, and dairy products are prohibited. Hardcore raw foodists even avoid unrefined plant oils. The pioneer of such a lifestyle was the priest Sylvester Graham, who founded the American Vegetarian Society in the 19th century. Swiss physician Maximilian Bircher-Brenner in the 20th century also advocated the benefits of raw vegetables and fruits. According to legend, he even cured himself of jaundice with an apple diet, which raises doubts. However, he still allowed the consumption of eggs and unprocessed dairy products. Can raw veganism offer any health benefits? Studies by American doctors from South Carolina show that vegans have a 75% lower risk of developing hypertension and a 42% lower risk of dying from cardiovascular diseases. Moreover, the high fiber content in plant-based products improves the overall digestive system function. It also serves as a rich source of prebiotics in the gut, nourishing beneficial bacteria and maintaining a healthy microflora, which is beneficial for overall health. An interesting study was conducted with raw foodists by French pharmacologists from the University of Avignon. They divided 513 people into 5 groups consuming varying amounts of raw food, 70 to 79%, 80 to 89%, 90 to 94%, 95 to 99%, and 100%. Over time, scientists monitored the participants' health and found menstrual cycle issues in about 30% of women of reproductive age. Another downside of raw veganism is a severe lack of protein. Many studies have shown that diets low in this important nutrient reduce the concentration of essential amino acids and metabolic hormones in the plasma, leading to liver obesity and reduced nutrient absorption. Mono diets. The idea of mono diets, consisting of only one type of food, is not new. Ancient Greek and Roman physicians prescribed them for treating various diseases. German physiologist Ludwig Jacob Ronberger in the 18th to 19th centuries recommended this type of diet for detoxifying and toning the digestive system. The most popular mono diets today are dairy, meat, egg, cereal, vegetable, and fruit diets. The most satisfying of them is, of course, the meat diet. In the past, it was actively promoted by American military surgeon Sean Baker, who consumed 2.7 kilograms of meat daily. Nowadays, such feats would undoubtedly be considered charlatanism. Modern studies prove that large quantities of red meat are undoubtedly detrimental to health. Digesting this heavy product leads to the formation of N-oxide trimethylamine, increasing the risk of heart attack and stroke. However, any food product as part of a mono diet brings more harm than good to the body. For example, the grapefruit mono diet, allegedly for weight loss, can cause gastritis or peptic ulcer disease. The so-called peasant diet, cabbage diet, often causes excessive gas and digestion problems. The banana diet can lead to kidney problems and blood vessel dilation. A protein mono diet focusing on cottage cheese and other dairy products often disrupts the gastrointestinal tract overall. If the body fails to receive numerous valuable vitamins and minerals due to monotonous food intake, this primarily negatively affects immunity and, in the long term, leads to the development of chronic diseases. Liquid diet. The liquid diet, also known as a beverage-based diet, was developed by gastroenterologists for patients who cannot consume solid foods for medical reasons. These reasons typically include gastrointestinal diseases, dental problems, or conditions post-surgical operations. Dietetics became interested in this concept and developed it into a distinct trend. A liquid diet may appear to be quite beneficial since it includes kefir, drinkable yogurts, smoothies, jellies, protein shakes, broths, pureed soups, blender-red vegetables, and liquid porridges. However, it is not suitable for a healthy individual. Often, a liquid diet is also unbalanced in terms of nutrient composition, and the body receives an insufficient amount of calories. It is crucial to remember that people following a liquid diet for medical reasons are under close medical supervision. Moreover, most of these programs are not designed for long-term use. 400-1000 calorie diet. Low-calorie diets for weight loss usually include dietary systems costing up to 1000 to 1200 calories per day, although there are versions with 400 to 600 calories. Yes, such an approach can indeed help the body utilize stored fat reserves. However, the body experiences tremendous stress under such conditions. According to experts from the Washington University School of Medicine, even a slight calorie restriction for 2 to 3 weeks decreases the rate of muscle protein synthesis. One can imagine the impact of strict caloric deficit. Moreover, severe dietary restrictions negatively affect those planning to conceive a child. American researchers from Penn State University found that women who consume 22 to 42% fewer calories than required to maintain weight experience a significant reduction in reproductive function. This is probably related to the pituitary luteinizing hormone, LH, the level of which depends on dietary caloric content. Low-calorie diets also weaken immunity. Swedish scientists from the Karolinska Institute examined athletes engaging in various disciplines. Some were consistently shedding extra weight to maintain a stable weight, while the results of others were not dependent on it. And what was found? Athletes on strict diets were twice as likely to get sick. Severe caloric restriction impacts the whole body and affects appearance. If strict diets are adhered to permanently, nails become brittle, hair starts falling out, and skin eruptions may occur. Among other consequences, doctors most often point out anemia, hypovitaminosis, headaches, weakness, memory and concentration problems, chronic fatigue. Fat-free diet. The concept of low-fat nutrition emerged in the 1950s. American scientist and Selkes conducted research and concluded that reducing fat levels in daily nutrition improves heart health. The American Heart Association supported this notion, and the low-fat diet became popular. It is not surprising that manufacturers of many food products began presenting it as a solution to weight problems. However, such an approach is fundamentally incorrect, as fat removal eventually leads to negative health consequences. Fats help in digesting vital vitamins A, D, E, and K, support brain and eye health, aid cell growth, participate in wound healing, blood clotting, and hormone synthesis. Additionally, fats are a rich source of energy. Each gram of fat obtained from food provides us with 9.3 kilocalories of energy. For comparison, each gram of carbohydrates or proteins only provides 4.1 kilocalories. Researchers from the University of Virginia investigated the health effects that can arise from a deficiency of essential fatty acids. In one experiment, 47 patients with chronic gastrointestinal diseases, 25 with Crohn's disease, 11 with ulcerative colitis, 7 with short bowel syndrome, and 4 with celiac disease, were compared with healthy participants. Laboratory analysis revealed that the participants with gastrointestinal tract diseases had excessively low levels of fatty acids. It's essential to remember that not only the quantity but also the quality plays a crucial role, as our bodies require beneficial saturated and unsaturated fats primarily. These types of fats are most abundant in meat, eggs, and dairy products, yet these are the foods typically eliminated based on fat-free diet principles. Eating once a day. This involves so-called intermittent fasting, where short periods designated for eating alternate with extended periods of total abstinence. The most stringent form of this diet is the 23/1, which involves consuming food within 1 hour and then fasting for the remaining 23 hours. The starting point of this trendy approach could be attributed to the discovery of cellular autophagy by Japanese microbiologist Yoshinori, for which he received the Nobel Prize. The essence of the process is that when cells stop receiving nutrients, active degradation of damaged tissues, broken proteins, cell membrane fragments, various microorganisms, etc., begins. Thus, cells cleanse themselves, and the body gets rid of excess weight. However, Yoshinori never advocated prolonged food deprivation. Furthermore, he claimed that the process of autophagy initiates during the night while asleep, provided that dinner was not heavy and too late. He was actually against eating only once a day. American scientists initiated a large-scale study on this topic involving over 24,000 individuals. Conducted from 1999 to 2014, it conclusively demonstrated that eating once a day increases mortality risk among men and women aged 40 and older. Individuals who skipped breakfast, according to statistics, died more frequently from heart attacks, while those neglecting lunch or dinner saw an increased statistical likelihood of death from a stroke and ischemic heart disease. In conclusion, radical diets indeed help shed excess weight in a short time. However, they more quickly undermine health, deplete strength, and steal good moods. This is a highly questionable price for lost kilograms that will return anyway with such an unhealthy approach to nutrition.